Literally no one asked me to vlog, so I decided to do it all month long. You'll see me live my life every day of March, so get ready to be bored, cause this is Vlarch. Hi everyone, welcome to Tuesday. What day is it? Is it Tuesday? Yeah. It's Tuesday. It's my brother's birthday today. Christopher Ballinger, my oldest brother. It's his birthday. And we didn't know if Eric would be working in the last week, which would have put us back in quarantine and we wouldn't be able to see them again. So we celebrated his birthday last weekend thinking, you know, if Eric had to go back to work, we wouldn't be able to see them. But Eric doesn't go back to work for a couple more days, which means I can go see them again. We're not quarantined yet. So I'm gonna go to their house and have Flynn play with his little cousins, because it might be a while before he'll be able to play with his cousins again. So one last hurrah, and it's also a wonderful way to say happy birthday to my brother. It's just to be in his presence. It's like the best gift I could give him, so. My bangs look I feel like very 90s today.
I like the bangs.
Sometimes, I'm gonna say, sometimes I like them now. Sometimes I like them, and then sometimes I hate them. Most times I hate them. Most times when I see them, I'm like, and then every once in a while, there'll be a photo that I'm like, I can vibe with that. I don't know. We made it to my brother's house for his birthday. I haven't even seen him yet, but I've seen this beautiful, perfect human. Hi! Hi, baby.
I love hugs.
Oh, he's such a sweet boy.
I love hugs. I love hugs.
Oh, thank you for my hugs. What do you see, Flynn? What's that? Is there a car in there? Wow. You put a car in the house. What are you going to do? Yeah?
Mama, come on.
Okay, what are we doing?
My coffee.
You're making coffee. You having fun?
Yeah, I'm here.
What'd you find, Flynn?
He got some chickens now.
What'd you find, Flynn? What is it?
A chicken, big chicken.
Wow, those are big chickens. You want to take them out? Yeah.
No, hey.
Hi, chickens. Hi, little chickens. Flynn, you want to come say hi to the chickens?
Oh my God.
What do you think? Did you see the chickens? Did you see the chickens? Flynn wants to see. That's the chicken coop. That's where the chickens live. Look, he's feeding him or something.
Hi, chicken.
You saying hi to the chickens?
Hi, Owen. I'm doing. They're doing.
He's eating.
They're doing. They're doing.
Say hi to this one.
Oh no, hi!
Look at him.
They're going.
He's just running around. Flynn, where are we going?
Up in the cave.
Up in the cave. Whoa.
Mom, hold his hand.
Okay.
Baby, no fall.
Baby, no fall. Yep. Go. You going up in the cave?
Up in the cave.
All right, we're in the cave. Flynn, do you want to go down or you want to stay in the cave?
Down.
You want to go down?
Okay, I'll lead the way.
Okay.
Look, Parker, come on, us down. Parker, come on, down.
Yeah, we're all going to go down. Do you want to go down?
Yeah.
Okay, we got to go down the hill. Gotta go. Tomorrow is St. Patrick's Day, and every year when I was a little girl, my dad and Rachel and I don't know if Christopher was ever involved in this, but we'd make a leprechaun trap. So I brought this up to make the leprechaun trap because Flynn's a little too young to understand the concept of it. So Jake here has helped me out, and we've started the process. You want to go get it and say what you've done so far? So I've just brought a box and some craft supplies. And I said, Jake, figure out how to make this into a leprechaun trap, and he did, because Jake is really good at like mechanical stuff. So right now it's just a plain box. We gotta decorate it. Okay, so here we go. This is the box. What's the concept here, buddy?
So, add
Hold on, you can't see it. There you go.
One of these. It's gonna be easier, but when it knocks it, it should fall in there. And basically, what I've made is a lock here.
I wanted to lock it shut. How did you do that?
So this is a triangle, and then it goes in here, and then it kind of goes against the back. So then
Wow.
it can't go back and forth unless you push it out,
Oh, so then he's locked in there.
and then you can.
So we're hoping to catch a leprechaun, but we gotta decorate the box. And here, in this little jar, we're gonna put some gold sequins that looks like gold, so the leprechaun will think he's getting a pot of gold.
also, I think we should have a bunch of sticks.
The leprechaun is my tour manager whenever I go to Europe. His name is Lee. A little bit over. Never mind. Whoa, you guys, this is looking awesome so far.
Whoa.
So we found this new show. Well, it's not new. Apparently it has 170 seasons.
This is House Hunters stuff.
What was the show we were watching?
Like shipping containers.
Yeah, is that the one with the 170 seasons?
No, that's House Hunters.
Oh, I guess House Hunters has 170 seasons. Anyway, we were watching the show where people make their homes out of shipping containers. I don't know why, but we watched an episode and it reminded me of these shows we used to watch all the time. We used to find the most random shows to watch about like, what was that show called? I don't know. There's some show where these two men
Found stuff in like junkyards. And
not junkyards, in people's like homes and their garages, like when they're like, oh, this is all my trash I'm gonna throw away that's just sitting in my garage right now. They'd go through and they'd be like, oh, this water bottle, I'm gonna turn this into a lamp. And then they would just paint it black and then try to sell it at an auction and no one would buy it or someone would be like, $20. They'd be like, all right. They always made a big deal about how they'd be able to sell this trash for like $20 or $30. And we'd watch the whole hour episode just to get to the end and be like, they made $30. Like, we watched every episode. But then there was another show we watched that was like an interior design show. And they always used the word bespoke, which I never knew what that word was before then.
They both took place in England.
What was that other one called? It was some great interior design challenge, I think.
Yeah.
Anyway, we always watch Forensic Files to fall asleep, and I feel like it might be time to watch something not about murders. We're trying to find a good show. So if you know any good, dumb, fluffy shows like that are about like...
It's only House Hunters.
Have you seen House Hunters before?
Yeah, it's great.
I've never watched House Hunters.
The couples always argue about like...
Oh great,
things
that's
like,
what I want to watch, couples arguing.
Well, it's like me insisting that our next house has an outdoor shower.
Yeah, we never thought about that. I said, okay. Well, apparently Eric really loves this show, House Hunters, so we're gonna try watching that. But if there's any other shows that you guys think I think we loved those old shows though, Lovey, because no offense to anyone out there, if anyone's watching this who is a part of those shows I just mentioned, they were so bad. Like we would just laugh hysterically at them, like, at how bad people did. And so that's what we loved about them. It wasn't like we genuinely were like, ooh, how can you turn an old tire from an old car into like a succulent plant pot. Like they were so bad at it. It made us laugh. So like I wish we could find a new show like that. Do you know what I mean? Anyway, okay, well, we're gonna go watch House Hunters, I guess. So I'll see you guys in a little bit. You are lying. You guys are liars. Are you kidding me? Okay, I just went to my vlog that I posted today. It's the first time you see my bangs, and I like kind of rant about the bangs and whatever for a while, but I'm not kidding. I went to see if there's any comments like I wanted to talk about or like whatever, and the top comment has over 2,000 likes. It says, she keeps saying, everyone told me not to do it about my bangs, but literally every comment I saw on YouTube and Twitter told her to just cut them, LOL.
Do not.
I'm not gonna sit here and let you lie on me like this. You are not allowed to slander my name like this. You are not out to call me a liar like this. You are the liars. Maybe some of you said just do it, but nobody said it's a great idea, you should definitely do it. If you search Colleen Bangs, like on Twitter, and scroll past anything that anyone has said in the last like couple weeks, because people have been trying to encourage me lately because I think everyone was sick of hearing me talk about it. Everyone just made fun of my bangs, and every time I tweeted about getting bangs or talked about getting bangs, everyone was like, please don't, oh my God. And they'd tweet me pictures of how bad I looked in bangs. You cannot come on here and be the top comment lying and saying that everyone said I should do it. Nobody said I should do it. If anyone said, yeah, do it, it was because they were just trying to be nice in the last couple of weeks because they just wanted me to be over talking about it, okay? So don't even try that, sis. Okay, I did see a lot of comments like this. Hold on, I need to talk about this. So I did see a lot of comments like this. This one has 224 likes. It says, is it triggering to anyone else how mean and negative she is to herself? It makes me sad. And
I've seen a lot of that today because I talked pretty negatively about myself in this vlog, and I kind of do a lot just in general about my appearance. Or not just about my appearance, kind of just about myself. I do talk pretty negatively about myself. But you're right, I shouldn't. But I feel like part of that is like a suit of armor or protection for myself in a sense. Because if I say the mean thing before you do, maybe then you won't say it because you'll be like, oh, well, she knows this. I don't need to tell her because she just said it. She knows that this looks bad or this isn't attractive on her. And anything that I have said negative about myself didn't come out of thin air. Like anything negative I've ever said about myself is there because someone has said it to me. And so it put that thought in my brain. And the more people talk negatively about a specific thing about me, the more it solidifies that thought in my head. Does that make sense? So yeah, I do talk very negatively about myself, and it's something that I should stop doing for many reasons. One, it's not an example I want to set for you guys or for my child or children if I am lucky enough to have more kids someday. But I wanted to address that just because like a lot of people brought that up today. Here, another person said, Colleen will focus on the one negative comment about her bangs instead of the hundreds of thousands of positive ones we've all seen. It's not, okay, literally, yes, there have been a lot of positive ones recently, but I'm telling you, over the years, I have been talking about cutting bangs for literally years, and every time I do, there are so many people who are like, please, absolutely not, no, it'll look so bad on you, please don't do it, please. Even when I cut the curtain bangs, if you look back to my tweets before I cut the curtain bangs, and I said, I think I'm gonna cut bangs, everyone was like, do not do it, just do curtain bangs, like, please don't cut bangs. I'm telling you, it was not a world of support that you guys are seeing now, like, it wasn't. And I do feel like, just throwing this out there, I do feel like if I cut my bangs and was like, this is gonna look so good, I'm gonna look amazing, and cut my bangs and I was like, yes, I look stunning, I look gorgeous, people would be like, no, you don't, you look awful, and that looks terrible. But I think the fact that I went into it pretty insecure because of what I'd heard for years, and I went into it being like, this is gonna look bad, oh my god, this is so bad, ew, this is so ugly, this is so bad. People who hate it are like, yeah, it does look bad, but oh my gosh, let's make her feel better. She clearly feels horrible about it. You look great, it looks fine. Or people really do like it. But like, if I had cut my bangs and talked about cutting them in like a confident, like, this is gonna look so good on me, I'm gonna look so hot, like, oh my gosh, I'm gonna love these bangs, I want bangs, and they're gonna look amazing, and everyone's gonna think I look so hot in them. Like, if I talked about that way, I guarantee you, everyone would have said horrible things to me. It's interesting, I don't know, it's just my perception and what I think, but like, I feel like it's interesting that the two top comments I've received are like, wait, no, but everyone's been so nice about her bangs. And what is she talking about? They're only positive comments, when that's not true. When I talked about really wanting bangs, everyone made fun of me and said it would look really ugly on me. That is true, that is a fact. Yes, more recently it's been positive, but that is a true fact. Everyone said it would look terrible. Everyone made fun of me and everyone said it would look bad. It wasn't until I started talking negatively about them because I started to believe everyone, and I started being like, oh no, it's gonna look so bad. Oh my gosh, it looks so bad, it looks so ugly. That's when everyone's like, what? We all said you would look so pretty. No, you didn't. But it's funny to me that the top two comments I'm getting are that, like, what? We all said it would look so good. We all told you to get them. And the other top comments are like, don't talk negatively about yourself. And I'm like, but when I didn't talk negatively about myself, you guys all talked negatively about me for me. So then when I do talk negatively about myself, you guys are like, don't talk negative about yourself. We love the bangs. You guys, it's kind of a mind. I'm not saying everyone, it's always both sides, but like the majority of it has been, anyway, I don't want to talk about bangs anymore. I'm so over talking about it. Yes, what? Okay, Mary, my girl, literally the next comment I was about to read. I think she is being overcritical of herself as a defense mechanism to avoid disappointment if people don't like it. But sis, you're a grown woman who cares about what other people think about your hair. They look fine, for the record. That is what I've been just saying, but like worded more perfectly and not as ADHD as how I just went on that long rant. I'm overcritical of myself in everything in life as a defense mechanism in case people hate it or don't like it or don't like me. I'm like, well, yeah, same, I don't either. So we're on the same page. But also she's right, like, you're a grown woman who cares what people think about your hair. You're totally right. Why do I care? When I'm not filming, I'm not thinking about what everyone on the internet thinks of my hair. When I'm not filming, I'm just in the moment with my son or with my husband or talking with my family. Like, so I don't look in the mirror, I don't fiddle with my bangs, I don't think about it. Like, I just am living my life. But when I'm filming, I'm looking at myself and I'm thinking, oh, what are people thinking when they see this image? What are people gonna say when they see this image? You know what I mean? Like, yeah, see, someone else said, the only bad look about this is the self-deprecating attitude, girl. No, this is not the message to send out. It's true. Yeah, Colleen, I'm sorry. All the top comments are like, Colleen, I'm sorry, but I had to skip the first few minutes because the ranting and making yourself feel bad got annoying. I love you, but the negativity has to stop. These are all the top comments. I'm gonna talk about one more thing here. If I had to get really critical of myself, not critical like in the way we're talking about, but if I had to like critical thinking, like in the sense of like really pick apart like why I do that so much, why I talk that way about myself, I do think it's a self-defense mechanism, but I also think there's a lot to it that comes from being told these things from people that I loved in the past and I thought loved me too. And I'm, you know, not family, like my family's always been amazing, but like I've had multiple close people in my life who made it their life mission to make sure I knew how awful I was. I mean, I'm talking best friends, relationships. It's a pattern of mine in my past, not anymore. But in my past, it was a big pattern to get close to people who would really tear me down and make me feel like trash. You combine that with growing up in a time where the time that I grew up in, and maybe this isn't true for everyone around my age, but the time that I grew up in, I was taught that if I said anything complimentary about myself, it was cocky. So saying like, oh, I look pretty, or I'm smart, or I'm talented, saying those things is not self-love. It's cocky and it's unattractive. No one will like me if I talk that way. I mean, I was told these things by people I was very close to in very serious relationships. And so I believed that. And I think I still believe that. I don't believe that when I hear other women or men say those things. I think, yes, get it, you're amazing, you're incredible. But for me personally, like I feel like if I were to say like, I look really pretty, oh my God, that makes me want to cry, that thought, like, because I just feel like I would immediately be attacked. The thought of me saying like, I'm really smart, I'm really talented, I'm really pretty, like, no way. Like, that's not what I was taught is an appropriate thing to say. Like, and this isn't like ancient times. This isn't like, you know, a million years ago. Like as most recent as like when I was pitching haters back off, like I was told that I was cocky in meetings with big important people, and not because I was saying I was amazing. I wasn't even saying I was talented and I was amazing, but just simply because when it was my turn to speak, I was told by my team of people, and this is where you will talk about your numbers. So I would just be like, oh, I have, you know, 7 million subscribers and I tour all around the world. I've sold out shows. Like I would just be literally stating facts, not in a cocky way, just stating facts. And I would be told that I was cocky. So this isn't something that was like embedded in me as a little girl and I'm still carrying it with me. Like in recent years, I've been told this. If you talk positively about if I talk positively about myself, I am told that I am cocky, egotistical, narcissistic. So I don't, because I don't want to be cocky and narcissistic and unlikable and have everyone hate me, which is what I was told repeatedly for a very long time would happen if I spoke that way. Yeah, hold on, my camera is about to die, so I'm gonna switch out the battery, hold on. Okay, so as I was changing the battery, I looked up at some comments and this one kind of hit me. Ugh. So it says, dear girls, women reading this, your hairstyle or your visual appearance is not as important as this video might make you feel. You are more than a hairstyle. I agree with that, and I apologize. Clearly, I upset a lot of people by talking negatively about myself. That really upsets me though, that like I feel like it's upsetting to see so many people upset that I'm insecure. Like I'm not even that insecure about it. Like I feel like I was kind of being jokey in the videos about it. Like I was like I thought the video like of me cutting my hair was funny, that I was being like dramatic and so like hating it so much and like being nitpicky about the things I didn't like about it in my vlog yesterday. Like I thought it was like funny, but like does come a place from actual insecurity. But it's like kind of sad to me that like I appreciate everyone saying like, I don't want you to talk negatively about yourself. I appreciate that. I appreciate that people are saying that. But at the same time, it's upsetting to see that people are like, you're not allowed to say how you feel about yourself. Say this opposite thing because that will make me feel better. I do see the actual point and the intention behind everyone is mostly like, we just don't want to hear you talk negatively about yourself. And I see that and I appreciate that. But at the same time, I'm hearing like, don't talk about how you feel, because how you feel makes me uncomfortable. Like if I feel unattractive or if I feel stupid or bad, like I want to be able to express that without people saying like, don't say that. That's not how you make someone feel better. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm sorry for talking so negatively about myself that like so many people are so triggered by it and are saying like, you're sending a bad message to people. And I agree with that. Like, I don't want other people to feel this way about themselves. This is how I feel about me. And this channel is me talking about me and my experiences and how I feel. But seeing that makes me go like, well, now I feel like I can't talk about my insecurities because if I express how I feel, it's gonna make people mad and annoyed and say I'm setting a bad example. Anyway, I feel like I'm all over the place right now, but please know if you're watching this and you've heard me speak negatively about myself over and over again, that's not a reflection of how you should think about yourself. It's my anxiety talking. It is my past trauma and my past relationships talking. It's my fear of thousands of people telling me something very negative about myself talking. Like, that's where that comes from. And I certainly don't want anyone out there to think negatively about themselves or feel like they should be defined by what their hair looks like. It's hair. It's who gives a shit about hair. Like, it's not a big deal. Oh my goodness. But anyway, I'm sorry for talking so negatively about myself. I will try harder to not do that as much online. I think that I do have a lot of insecurities and I do have a lot of like baggage from like my past and just the time that I was raised in, and feeling like if I say anything positive, everyone's gonna call me. And I've been like screamed at by people saying I was a narcissist because I said anything positive about myself in the past. So I don't want to say anything positive about myself because I'm just afraid that if I say anything positive, that's how everyone will think about me. So, but now it's hard because I'm like, I do feel that way, but now I'm like, oh, but if I speak negatively, everyone gets upset too. So like, what do I do? How am I supposed to feel about myself? This is so dramatic. I do think it's important to talk about how you feel because I think everyone's feelings matter. I think everyone's feelings are valid. So I think that's important. I don't care about hair. I'm sorry that I was so dramatic about it and talked about it so much and put so much importance on it in the videos. I think I'm gonna go watch some home makeover shows or whatever that show was that Eric was talking about. But I love you guys. And I am very appreciative of all the like positivity and kindness that I've received about my dumb hair and or about my beautiful hair. And I think I'm gonna try my hardest to not talk about my hair anymore. Because I don't want people thinking that I put self-worth and importance in hair. Okay, I'm rambling too much. I'm gonna go, but I love y'all. I think you're awesome. I think you're hot and beautiful, and I think you should all be confident. And I know that's something that I need to work on, so thank you for holding me accountable. But it's a very deep-rooted issue with me, so it's gonna take many years and therapy and things to ever get comfortable enough to give myself a compliment or accept a compliment. So you're just gonna have to deal with me talking negatively for a little while I work through that. Anyway, love y'all a lot, and I'll see you tomorrow. It's St. Patrick's Day, which means we're gonna make a leprechaun trap, and I bought Flynn and me matching outfits, so that's gonna be cute. And I love y'all very much, and I'll see you tomorrow. Okay, bye.
You can relax. Colleen and Eric have a podcast. The world is scary and we're locked in our home, but now we have big microphones, so you can relax. That's the name of our podcast.